Welcome back to another video, you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a recap of last week's price action. I'm going to be going over the trades that I took, the possible trades that I took. Then at the end, I'm going to be doing a recap of the actual week I had, how we're standing on the funded accounts, as well as the news that's coming up. So yeah, with that being said, let's get right into it, right? So we're going to go to January 19th. Since I'm in Texas, Central Texas, I use Central Standard Time. So let's go to 8:29. All right. You had news on this day or not? No. Okay. Anyways, so we need to rebalance leg, to be honest with you. So I have this unfilled 4 hours of draw. 1925. Actually, I have an SMT with this 4 hour. We have an SMT at the low. All right, we have a 30-minute internal high. So what are we looking at here? 25,348.75. We have an unfilled 15-minute right here. Okay, so we're seeing price retrace into these two 15 minute fair value gaps, right above. Again, we have this 30-minute internal high as well as London highs and the 4 hour. I do expect price to at least retrace into these 15 minutes and then possibly distribute lower, right? But we'll have to see. Yes, I'm gonna count this as like a sell side liquidity. Okay. Okay, so we already opened macro. We ended up inversing both of these 15 minutes actually. Okay, so forget about that. All right, so do we have anything though? Price is about to create a 5-minute right here. It has 1, 2, 3 5-minute fair value gaps that we need to rebalance, and in 5 minutes we're about to create a 15-minute. So what I'm gonna wait for is for price to create that 15-minute first, and then I'll take a long off that. There we go. So the fair value gap starts at 311.75. Okay, so we're looking at this 15-minute, looking to target this intermediate high. Gonna be setting not an alert because I can't do that here, but I'm gonna be looking out on ES to see if we get SMT at those highs. I want price to at least retrace into this 1 minute fair value gap, then I'll take a long off that. There we go. Okay, we have a 3-minute fair value gap that we could potentially close above. Again, the target will most likely be first this buy side, and then the 30-minute internal high. 1. Okay, so I'll take it. Wait, we have 930. 930 literally just opened. Nah, I don't see a reason for us to go lower. Okay, so we're gonna go in with 3 contracts. Quick 1-to-1. Low-key starting to chop here. All right, I'll go break even right here because we have an SMT at the highs. Potentially I could target that unfilled 30-minute. Sorry. But there we go. All right, so we walk away with $183 on the day. And Oh shoot, that's true. Monday was a bank holiday, bro. That's crazy. That's so true. I forgot. I forgot Monday was a bank holiday. Anyways, but still, if I would have traded, I guess I would have caught it. No wonder I didn't like. I didn't even see. I didn't remember the price action. I was like, wait a second, this isn't the price action that I took. Anyway, so now we go into Tuesday. Okay. So coming into Tuesday again, I do have that bearish bias. We ended up rebalancing this 4 hour on NQ and ES. MNQ and ES. Okay. So we just swept this low on both ES and NQ. You could potentially look for a long off that towards this unfilled 4 hour 320.50. That's where the fair value gap starts. Unfilled 4 hour London highs up here. So it starts at, the highs are at 25,390.25. And then slightly above we have Asia highs up here as well. Okay, so I'm gonna be targeting that unfilled 4 hour. All right, we have the unfilled 4 hour on both sides, and then I want to see us at least rebalance this 30-minute, bro. 166.50. So we have this unfilled 30-minute here at the lows, which we partially already tapped into on ES, but perhaps we could manipulate into that. All right, so we just tapped into this 4 hour. All right, we have a 5-minute just got created. We have SMTs at the highs with ES. We just created a 15-minute. I think that trade that just hit the 4 hour on ES, I think that was a trade I took, but I just didn't take it simply because of the SMT at the highs. Let's see if we can get something else though. We had a 15-minute open on ES and NQ. We have an SMT at that low as well. Oh my god, bro. I wouldn't. It's probably at 30 seconds somewhere there, bro. Honestly. Yeah, so on Tuesday I did take one trade, which was that long that I had mentioned earlier. We had tapped into that 5-minute to, where is it, this 5-minute right here, and then we distributed towards this buy side liquidity up here. Yeah, and this is probably gonna run to Asia highs now. Anyways, whatever. So yeah, there's that. Tuesday, I guess, should have been a no trade day. I jumped the gun. All right, so then Wednesday we had 7:30 news. Okay, so we're clearly displacing above this 1 hour bearish for value gap. We retapped into this what's it called, hourly. Okay, and we swept this liquidity. So I guess what I want to look for is continuation longs towards this unfilled 1 hour right here. Mark that over here as well. This filled 1 hour, as well as this sell side liquidity right here. Sell side 257. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and, okay, so right away we have a 15-minute right here that we could bounce off of. 165. That's where the fair value gap starts. So, okay, I'm gonna look for a sweep into here. Probably sweep out this this low. There we go. And I'll be looking for a long off here. Now this 4-minute. All right. Still respecting the 15-minute. We're fully mitigating it as well. All right. So, okay. All right. So I'm taking this 15-minute fair value gap, 15-minute, this 1 minute long off at 15-minute fair value gap. We swept all of the open liquidity down here. We're rejecting this 1 minute fair value gap. So I'm going to be targeting this sell side liquidity up here. Just making sure I have the right, there we go. All right, going break even right here. Taking it towards this high right here. Boom. Okay, cool. Oh my God, I was trying to target this hour, this 1 hour. Maybe perhaps we could target this hourly. Again, we do have S&Ts at the highs. Did we? Oh no, we're good. Okay. There's that. My back hurts. Anyways. Great win. All right, I didn't check that last time, but we actually do have data lows or data on this day as well. But to be honest, I think we took that one out during pre-market session, though. Yeah, we took that out immediately, so that's low-key kind of irrelevant now. All right, so we're actively displacing through these this 4-hour fair value gap. We're actively seeking this unfilled 4-hour up here. Sorry, I forgot to say. For Wednesday, I did win that trade, or that day. I did win on that day. So here we're looking at this 4-hour as our draw. Okay, this 4-hour has already been mitigated. It's a, okay. We're still within this one. Okay, so ES is lagging. Anyways, so what do I want to look for here? I still want to be long though. I'll be honest with you. So I did take a loss on this day, so let's see what I could have done better. So we have this 1 hour internal low, 659 on the dot. Okay. Okay. So we have that, and then we have this 1 hour as well over here at the lows. Okay. Okay, so if we're looking for a retracement, I do want to see price at least retrace to this 30-minute or the hourly down here before taking a long. 640 is 25. There you go. Okay. Okay, this was the long I took. Oh. What was that so wrong though? Oh, that's true, because ES kind of looked weird too. And did I give myself another reason for or was there possible? Oh, we had all this run on liquidity. Was that run lower? We tapped into this hourly. 9 a.m. is about to open. Okay. And we also had 9 a.m. news as well. Yeah, Thursday we had 9 a.m. news. Okay. All right, so we had 9 a.m. news. We had tapped into this hourly as well. We had inverted these two 30-minute fair value gaps, or this 30-minute fair value gap. We have an unfilled 15-minute at the highs. Or not at the highs, but right here. An unfilled 15-minute. We're about to open another 15-minute. So this is data highs. That's 15-minute. All right, so we just swept in this 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, so officially swept this 30-minute, that 15-minute fair value gap as well as data highs. We're about to create, well, we just created a 30-minute. Oh, do we have target though? That's the issue. Because I could potentially take a short, right? Because we fully mitigated this gap. Not fully mitigated the gap, but what's it called? We ran through all the open liquidity that was up here. We have a 1 minute inversion down here. But the issue is, what would be our targets? We would have to go break even right away right here, and then probably the target would be this intermediate low. You see, yeah, and we have the infilled 15-minute right above too. Like, what are the odds? And then we're rejecting off of 1 hour, so yeah. Did we even tap into that 15-minute? We didn't even tap into it, bro. That's freaking insane. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, and then that was it. Okay, so this would have been a no trade day. Again, the reason why this trade failed, the trade that I had taken on Thursday, if you guys go back to the videos, I actually took 2 trades. Oh, I see. I took a trade I took that trade right after we had swept the internal low, the intermediate low. I took a long off that, then I lost, and then I stayed past, what is it? Past the end of morning session, and I ended up losing on a short. But okay, all right, I understand. Okay, but anyways, the reason why we lost in that trade from Thursday was because of ES. ES was it was creating SMTs on both sides, and it was just kind of weird. So it would have been better to avoid it, but it's something I should take into account. And that's a short that I took, I think. Yeah. It swept all of this drawn, I was gonna go for this run on liquidity, but nah. Then Friday, honestly, those losses on Friday could have been avoidable, I'll be honest with you. So we're displacing lower, we're running through this these bullish fair value gaps. We're respecting bearish right here. We do have an SMT at the lows, right? And I think I had mentioned that when I was generating my bias on Friday. So my bias should have been long. Anyways, so we do have a high time frame SMT at the lows. So again, should have been looking for a long off this, bro. And then we had 8:45 news, which we ended up sweeping out immediately. Then we had SMTs at the highs as well, but no, we're just running through this. Okay, we do have that unfilled 15-minute at the lows. Potentially we could take a long off that, but again, have a high time frame SMT. That's the issue, you know. All right, we just swept all of this liquidity, brother. We have a high time frame SMT, bro, and it's like super noticeable. Look at that. Okay, so now at this point I'm looking for a short, bro. But nah, that's the end of the session. Anyways, so for the session we only took 2 trades. Backtesting session, we only took 2 trades. I think it was the trade on Monday, then the trade on Tuesday. Not mistaken. No losses. All right. So we only made 567. Again, I'm trading with the low. What is it? What's the name of this thing? Low size. So when we change that into points in R, it's 94 points on the day, on the week. So it's not bad, right? It's honestly pretty decent. But anyways, and if we take this into account and actually like look at the trades actually taken, there you go. Huge difference. Huge difference. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and go into next week and see how next week is going to be, or this week, in other words. There you go. So this is this week's, my bad. So Monday, Tuesday, we have no news. Wednesday, we have FOMC at 1 p.m. So most likely I'll use that for evals as well. Thursday, I'll trade my fundings on these 2 days. So on Thursday we have unemployment claims at 7:30, and then on Friday we have a core PPI and PPI month over month at 7:30 as well. So yeah. So for the first 3 days, I'm gonna be trading the evals, and then the rest of the days I'll just trade what is it? The fundeds or the funded. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys later.